Hi everyone, it's Andrew and
Samantha.
And we're here to show you how to make your very own crystals. And these are super easy to make. All you need are a few things from your house and your grocery store.
Borax.
First, you're going to need some borax. You can get this in the detergent aisle. It's used as a detergent sometimes.
You're going to need water and a stove. You can only use the stove by yourself if you're 14, but you still need to let an adult know and make sure they're watching you. If you're 13, you need an adult with you.
Yeah, make sure you get adult supervision when you're using boiling water, because you're going to want to bring that water to a boil. You're also going to need some sort of jar to hold your creation. You're going to need pipe cleaners, and you can twist them into fun shapes. We made here a what, Samantha?
Pumpkin.
We made a pumpkin, and you need something to hang it with. I used a piece of thread, and then I have a popsicle stick to suspend it over the jar.
You also have to make sure the pumpkin or anything that you're making fits into the jar.
Great point, Samantha. Remember my first one? It didn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to squish it together to get it to fit, right? Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
Yes?
Are these crystals worth like a lot of money?
So these crystals are not really worth anything because they're made from borax, and borax is really, really cheap.
What are real crystals made from?
Oh, it depends on the material they're made from, but they can be made from different minerals, and some of them can be very, very valuable.
Fun fact, did you know pottery from a long, long time ago can be worth a lot of money, even though it's just an old pot, because it's from 400 years ago.
Yeah, if it's that old, it could be worth a lot of money, you're right. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring your water to a boil, and then you're going to want to very carefully stir in the borax. And what you're going to do is you're going to very slowly stir in the borax. Go ahead, Samantha, start stirring.
Oh, I'm scared.
Oh, it's okay. I'm here. And you're going to want to stir in the borax until it all dissolves and there's no more borax left. And there's no magic recipe for this. You just want to use as much borax as you can until it starts to settle on the bottom, till it won't dissolve in the water anymore.
So, Dad,
Yeah.
if all the borax is dissolving, how is it getting more in there without running out of room, because it's dissolving into thin air?
Well, is it dissolving into the air? What's it dissolving into?
Water.
Right, it's dissolving into the water.
Doesn't dissolve mean disappear?
Ooh, it does look like it disappears, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really disappearing. It's still in the water. It's just mixed in with the water, so you can't see it. All right, so now that you've got your super saturated solution of borax and water, that's what it's called when the water can't hold any more borax, you're going to very carefully, I'm going to go over to the sink, we're going to very carefully
pour it into the jar.
pour the water into the jar.
Over the sink, so if you spill it doesn't touch anything, get it on the counter. Because if there's borax in boiling water, your mom or dad, if it doesn't dry up that quickly, they might touch it and burn.
Yeah, and this is very you got to be very careful with this water, right? So then you've got your shape, you've tied it to a string, and you're going to lower it into the jar.
Very carefully.
Very carefully, and you want to make sure it doesn't touch the bottom or the sides, and then you're going to put it somewhere where it won't be disturbed for about 24 hours.
And if the string is too long, just twist it up. If it's too short, take it out, undo it, and get a longer string.
Super easy to fix, right?
Hey, Dad.
Yes?
Why don't you want it touching the bottom?
That's a good question. So the crystals are going to form, and what would happen, do you think, if it was touching the bottom?
They would form on the jar and it would be stuck.
Exactly, it would get stuck on the jar. So if it's hanging suspended, the crystals will form around it, and you can pull it out nice and easy.
Like our other pumpkins, one of them both of them, I think, touched together and touched the ground, and we kind of had to break them.
We put a couple in last time and they got kind of stuck together, huh? That's okay, because they can pull apart, but if you leave them suspended without touching anything, the crystals will form all around them, and they'll look really pretty. And in about 24 hours, you can check them out, and you can have your very own crystals. Now you can make any shape you want. Squares, rectangles, make 3D shapes, make little balls.
If you have a little brother or sister, be careful because this is borax. You don't want them to get it. They'll eat the crystals.
That's right. You don't want
They
it to.
suck on everything.
Exactly.
Everything. Like nibbles.
Yeah, like nibbles.
Biting.
Okay, if you try this at home, be sure to share it with us and tag us with the hashtag #ScienceAtPlay. And be sure to check out ConnecticutScienceCenter.org for more great ideas. That's it for today. Say goodbye, Samantha.
Bye, Samantha. If you are enjoying this activity, please support the Connecticut Science Center by making a donation.